Hello students, myself Rajesh Kumar Sharma from US Academy and Institute, Gorakhpur. This is my 6th lecture for class 10. In this video, we will discuss the topic respiration in animals, including human being, of the chapter life processes. As we have already discussed about respiration in plants, there is difference in respiration in plant and animal. What are those? In case of animals, there is specialized structures or organs which are meant for respiration. These respiratory organs or specialized structures are absent in case of plants. This is basic difference. Let us see characteristics of respiratory surface for efficient exchange of gases in case of animals. All animals except gut parasite need oxygen for respiration and expel out CO2 produced during respiration. The surface where this gaseous exchange from surrounding takes place is called respiratory surface. It is especially adapted for efficient exchange of gases and may exhibit following features. The respiratory surface has a large surface area. Next, it is extremely thin and moist for efficient diffusion of respiratory gases. It is richly supplied with blood capillaries, highly vascular. Respiratory surface is permeable to respiratory gases. There should be provision for carrying oxygen to respiratory surface and carrying away CO2 from the respiratory surface. That is respiratory pigments. Means respiratory pigments help in exchange of gases. Exchange of gases in unicellular and simple multicellular animals. That is, in these there is direct respiration. Why direct respiration? Because in these organisms respiratory organs are absent. Means there is no specialized structures which function as a respiratory organ. Unicellular animals like amoeba and paramecium and simple multicellular animals like sponges, coelentrates, planarians and free living nematodes so direct respiration. The oxygen dissolved in water diffused directly into their body cells and CO2 diffuses out of the cells into water. Exchange of gases in complex multicellular animals. Indirect respiration means in these animals there is specialized organs which perform the respiratory function. Multicellular animals have evolved different organs for uptake of oxygen and getting rid of CO2. Aquatic animals. Aquatic animals means the animals which are living in water mainly. Aquatic animals depending on oxygen dissolved in water. Therefore, exchange of respiratory gases occurs between respiratory organs and water. The respiratory organs present in aquatic animals are, which are those? First, skin. In earthworm, Nereis, leech and frog, etc. Skin help in exchange of gases. Respiration through the skin is called cutaneous respiration. Means in animals where the respiration takes place through skin, that is called as cutaneous respiration. Next, that is gills. Aquatic arthropods like prawn, that is jhinga, you heard maybe. Prawn, crab, that is kekada, etc. Mollusks, Pila, that is ghonga, Unio, that is CP, etc. are fishes have gills for respiration. Means in these the respiration takes place through gills. Respiration by gills is called branchial respiration. Much lesser amount of oxygen is present in water as compared to air. So a large volume of water has to be constantly moved over the respiratory surface during branchial respiration. Therefore, breathing rate in aquatic animal is much faster as compared to terrestrial one. In bony fishes, gills are covered with a fold of skin called operculum. Water is drawn through mouth and passes over the gills. When water passes over the gills, the exchange of gases occurs between the blood flowing through the gills or gill filaments and water. See the figure. Gills. Water flow from mouth and moves outside of the body through gill. This happening continuously. In gills there are several blood capillaries where exchange of gases takes place from skin or membrane to blood capillaries. network of blood capillaries in gills filament, water current, respiration by gills in fish. This is respiration in unicellular organism and in multicellular animals. Terrestrial animals make use of oxygen present in air. They have following organs for obtaining oxygen from air. As we have discussed, respiration in aquatic animals, here respiration in terrestrial animals. First one, trachea are air tubes in insect, centipedes and millipedes. Second, book lungs in scorpion and spiders. Third one, pulmonary sac in pila. Next one, lungs in all vertebrates except fishes. This is respiratory organ in case of terrestrial animals. Now, respiration in human being. In case of human being, there is specialized, well-developed respiratory organs or organ system which help in respiration. Which are those? Let us see here. Respiratory organs in man. First one, that is, lungs are the main respiratory organ in human body. Respiration through lungs is called pulmonary respiration. Our respiratory system is formed of conducting organs of respiratory tract, that is nostrils, nasal passage, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi and bronchioles. Main respiratory organs, that is lungs, nostril and nasal passage. Nasal passage are paired tubes in the roof of buccal cavity. They are separated from buccal cavity by a bony palate. They are lined with moist ciliated mucous membrane. Nasal passage opens into pharynx by internal nares. Functions of nasal passage. The hair present in nostrils trap bacteria and other foreign particles or dust particles present in the inhaled air. The moist mucous lining of nasal passage makes the air moist. Nasal passage warm or cool the air to body temperature before it enters in the lungs. Olfactory receptors present in the mucous lining of nasal passage detect smell. Next, that is pharynx. In pharynx, the food and air tubes cross each other. The opening of air tube or trachea in the pharynx is called glottis. It is guarded by a cartilaginous flap called epiglottis. During swallowing, epiglottis closes glottis and keeps the food out of the respiratory tube. That's why the scientist told that during taking food, please don't talk. See the figure. Air inhaled through nasal passage, nasal cavity, superior, middle and inferior terminal bones, hard and soft palate, nasopharynx, tonsil, adenoids, vulva, oropharynx, tongue, laryngopharynx or hypopharynx, vallecula, epiglottis, larynx, esophagus, trachea, glottic opening and vocal cords. The air passage in the nose and throat. Throat means gala. Next, voice box, that is pharynx, trachea, ribs, bronchus, lungs, bronchioles, heart, diaphragm, respiratory organ of man. Next, that is larynx. First nasal passage, then pharynx, then larynx or voice box. The anterior part of trachea is dilated and is called larynx or voice box. It has two pairs of vocal cords. Vibration of vocal cords produce voice or sound. Trachea or windpipe. It is a long tube extending from larynx in the neck to bronchi in the thoracic cavity. It lies ventral to the oesophagus. Its wall is supported with C-shaped cartilaginous rings. Because of these rings, trachea does not collapse. Bronchi, singular bronchus and bronchioles. On entering thoracic cavity, trachea divides into two primary bronchi. The right bronchus is slightly larger than the left one. Respiratory bronchioles. Each primary bronchus enters the lung of its side and immediately divides into secondary and tertiary segmental bronchi. These divide into bronchioles, terminal bronchioles and respiratory bronchioles. A bronchus with its branches is called branchial tree. Alveolar sac and alveoli. Singular, alveolus. The respiratory bronchioles finally end in alveolar ducts. Each alveolar duct is connected with several thin-walled alveolar sacs with numerous alveoli or air sacs. The alveolar walls form an efficient surface for gases or gaseous exchange because these are thin and formed of single layer of squamous epithelium. These are covered with network of capillaries for rich blood supply. Alveoli have enormous surface area for gaseous exchange. Alveoli receive oxygen-rich fresh air. Nature and function of lining of respiratory passage. The larynx, trachea, bronchioles and respiratory bronchioles transport fresh air to the respiratory surface of alveoli. They are lined with ciliated epithelium, which also contains numerous or mucous cells. The movement of cilia removes mucus with dust particles towards mouth and keeps the respiratory passage clean. Lungs, the main respiratory organ. As we have already discussed, the lungs are a pair of conical, highly spongy, air-filled sacs formed of millions of alveoli. Lungs occupy major parts of thoracic cavity. The right lung is larger with 3 lobes, while the left lung has just 2 lobes. It is smaller in size to accommodate heart. The lungs are enclosed by a double-layered membrane called pleura. The two pleural membranes are separated by a thin space filled with pleural fluid. The fluid lubricates the membrane to avoid friction. The lungs are enclosed in airtight thoracic cavity. Let us see the figure. Human lung. Superior lobe of right lung, trachea. Superior lobe of left lung, left primary bronchus, lever secondary bronchus, segmental or tertiary bronchus, inferior lobe of left lung, middle lobe of right lung, inferior lobe of right lung. That is human lung. See, alveoli with network of blood capillaries, arterioles, bronchioles, venule, alveolar ducts, alveolus, pulmonary capillaries, red is oxygenated blood and blue is deoxygenated blood. As we know, artery is meant for carrying oxygenated blood. and veins or venules are meant for carrying deoxygenated blood. The two lungs are estimated to contain about 750 million alveoli, which make the surface area of lungs more than 80 square meters, nearly equal to area of tennis court, or about 40 times of the surface area of body. If oxygen was to move through our body from lungs to different parts of body without blood, it is estimated that one molecule of oxygen would takes 3 years to get to our toe from lungs. Blood supply to the lungs. Pulmonary arteries brings deoxygenated blood from right auricle to lungs. These are capillary networks around each alveoli of lungs. The oxygenated blood from alveoli is collected in the capillaries, which join and rejoin to form pulmonary veins. These are 4 in number and they empty in the left auricle. Pulmonary artery and pulmonary veins, these are exceptions. As I told you that artery is meant for carrying oxygenated blood from heart to throughout the body, and veins are meant to carry deoxygenated throughout the body towards heart. But here pulmonary artery, this carries deoxygenated blood from heart to lungs, and from lung to heart pulmonary veins carry oxygenated blood to heart. Means pulmonary artery and pulmonary veins are exceptions. Okay, see the figure. Exchange of gases in an alveolus. RBC ventilation means oxygen coming in and CO2 going out of the lung through nasal cavity removes from body and from alveoli oxygen diffusion takes place toward the blood capillaries, and from blood capillaries it goes to heart, and from heart through arteries it reaches towards each and every cell of the body, where oxidation of food particles in 3 phases, that is glycolysis, then Krebs cycle, then ETS or terminal oxidation takes place. RBC, capillary wall of pulmonary veins, epithelium of alveolus, blood plasma, film of moisture, diffusion of oxygen into the blood. This is about respiratory organ in human being. Next we will deal in our next video, that is mechanism of breathing of or ventilation of lungs in human being. Thank you.